Welcome back, everybody, to Elder Scrolls Online with Milara Falcon's Bane. This is our quest by quest scenario. We're going to go and look for a quest, but first, if I look at my map, I can see that the Eastshore Islets camp hasn't been uncovered, so we're going to unlock that one. That's a crafting area, and then I think we're probably going to head up to here to Phaer, because there's a couple of adventures up in Phaer that we need to do to unlock this. This is a point of interest, and it is the 7th entry down. So in order to unlock that for your map, to complete your map, you are going to need to do that. We're going to actually go and unlock the Eastshore Islets camp for this part as well. So one quest, but we are going to do a couple of unlocks. Looks like I've got some crafting I should be thinking about doing.
What do you want?
Nothing, I'm fine. What about you? What do you want? Relief from guard duty. Alright, let's just duck on down to here. Head on over this way. Maybe see if there's a book over by this fishing camp. There often is. But it depends on if we've been here before. If we have, there may not be. Alright, always check your fishing camps out for books for your Mages Guild. Remember, we're on hold on the Mages Guild until we can level it up to level 5. Where are we at now? We are so close. We just need a couple more books and then we can go and do our next Mages Guild quest. I know I don't remember there ever being an actual limit prior to one of the updates, so I'm kind of excited for that. And speaking of updates, we have the subclassing update coming up. Actually, it's probably just happened by the time you see this episode. Or it's about to happen, something like that. Anyway, this is the Eastshore Islets crafting stations camp here, and we have now unlocked it over in our map. It is for Death's Wind. I'm not sure if we've researched enough to have unlocked it. Let's have a look at creation. Yeah, we only need to get 2 traits. This will give us armor, maximum health, and so on. What are we currently wearing for our character? I see. Wisdom of Varna's set, which we're not going to be able to increase. So basically, we are wearing a complete mishmash of stuff. Alright, so what does this set give us? I mean, is one set better than nothing? When you take melee damage, you're under 35, you knock back and stun all in. Ooh. Well, that looks like fun. 76 max health. So it's not a lot. It's like a baby beginner set. We could do this. What are we doing? Let's very quickly craft ourselves an entire set and give ourselves a bit of an advantage on the battlefield. And we'll upgrade this later. I might just make it superior or something in the meantime if I can. Alright, we are level what? 15? No, that's level 15 clothing. C for character. We are level 36. Let's see if we can craft ourselves some level 36. We can't craft ourselves level 36 armor. That's a problem. Alright, maybe we won't do that. We'll just suck it up. In the meantime, however, non-set item, I do need to craft myself my crafting item so it doesn't annoy me anymore. Just get it off. I'll probably deconstruct it actually. 82 out of 141. So the good thing about these little crafting sets in the wild is you can also deconstruct anything that you're not using. Let me just deconstruct those, and we'll just go into here and I'll research that, because the more you have research, the better sets you can actually craft when you come across the crafting stations. So we'll get that going. Alright, now I don't have space for any of the others, so I'm just going to get rid of those. Alright, 76 spaces. Into the woodworking set. Again, it looks like I haven't done my crafting writs. Not surprising, I've been doing a couple of different things. We'll just get rid of that. And that. Go to here. Craft a non-set item. Doing a maplewood shield. And I think it wants me to do 2 of those. Yep. Alright. Now I've just got to remember not to deconstruct that before I deliver it. What's this? A blacksmithing station. Process our dwarven ore. And go over to research. Might as well research that one. Duck into here. Grab this one. And duck over to deconstruct. Destroy everything else. If it's part of a set, it'll get added because we are destructing it. I'm thinking that might be a good set to actually have going. Yeah, no, alright, let's just destroy all of them. We're good. If we haven't collected that, it should get added to our thing. Oh, whoops, did I just destroy what I... No, I hadn't crafted anything, that's right. Non-set items. No. Okay, non-set weapon, here we go. And into apparel, non-set apparel. Again. Alright. We have unlocked the Eastshore Islets camp. And we are going to... now go and find our first adventure. I know, find our quest for this episode. That was just our housekeeping for the episode, which I tried to do off screen, and I apologize for doing that one on screen. So we are going to just kind of run through our enemy camp here. I know they're there. Whoops, they seem a little mad at me. Funny that. I did kind of wreck their plans. We won't stop for the wood there. We're going to head on up to Phaer because there are a small series of quests to do with unlocking the little township of Phaer, just like there was a small series of quests to do with unlocking the I know, I saw him lounging against that tree. We went around him. Just like there were a small series of quests to unlock Silsailen on our map. So let us go find Phaer. We're kind of heading in the right direction. Kind of. Lots of rebuilding going on. Let's grab that. Cornflower is always useful. Those Marines work hard, don't they? If it's not rescuing you, it's helping rebuild your town. I forgot. We've got to go a little bit more this way. No, not for the runestone. Just to get around this big pile of rock. We don't want to go up into here. Ooh, I'll have that, thank you. We're looking for butterfly wings for our alchemy. Columbine. Useful stuff. Sells well on the markets, I've been told. Which means I have a small fortune in my backpack. Alright, looks like we found our adventure for this episode. Let's see what it's all about.
Got the field, she says.
Hold up there, traveler. I'd head back the way you came if I were you.
What's wrong?
Plague. Coin's the only reason I'm here. My crew is under contract.
Who's in charge, and is anyone treating the sick?
Town's alchemist's been tending the sick. In a local woman's barn of all places.
Well, it's got to
If
be
you're
somewhere.
determined to enter town, I won't stop you. Just mind yourself, yeah?
I will, thank you. Phaer. Discover the secret of the plague-ridden town. So this is the town of Phaer, and we are going to go and discover why, and hopefully we can help these poor people. Remember, the prophet's charge was to help the poor people. Where we could. Well, let's talk to these guards, Cyril.
Soon as my brother is well, I'm out of here. I'm brokering a deal to buy blades in Matisen.
Good. A saldu?
I've heard stories of the Maormer sniffing around Auridon lately. Wouldn't be surprised if those sea elves started this plague business. Their ships are full of sea rats.
Oh, there's a theory for you. Alright. We are going to go J. We're going to Auridon, Plague of Phaer.
My men are here to ensure order, madam. You approved Hendil's contract yourself.
When Hendil first proposed this, I had no idea things would get so bad.
And your security is my concern. Stay with your family. Keep them healthy.
Keep them healthy in a plague-ridden town. Lady, you are such an optimist. In the barn, didn't it? This looks like it.
Don't let me die.
Ancient scrolls of the Dwemer. We will pick that up.
That's all that matters. Take her to quarantine.
That's, yes, Hendil.
Hear about the plague? It's really catching on.
What?
Sorry, this is about my 4th day without sleep. Are you feeling well? Can I help you?
I'm fine. How long has this plague been going on?
Not long. My son was its first victim, bless his heart. I'm not really a healer, just the town alchemist. But I couldn't just sit by and watch people suffer.
How do you treat something like this?
Salloweed aloe. It seems to hold back the illness for a time. I apply it to my patients as soon as they show symptoms. If their condition worsens, though, we put them in quarantine.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Actually, we just ran out of salloweed. A big patch grows just outside of town. Will you gather some?
Sure.
Amor's already got the next batch of salve prepped. Just need the sap to get back to work.
Happy to help.
Salloweed's pretty potent stuff. Gathering it should be safe enough. As long as you don't eat it, you'll be fine. I think.
You mentioned a quarantine. Where is that?
Phaer used to be a mining town. The workings are still down there.
Right.
After folks started to get sick, we wanted to keep the worst away from the uninfected. So we put them in quarantine down below.
You just abandoned them to die?
No, not at all. Amor and I go down regularly to care for them. We set up a contract with the mercenaries to keep everyone safe. This'll all turn out fine in the end.
Right. Alright, let's go get the man his salloweed. Oh, that's on deal. We've been down on deal. So the little arrow on my board says... Well, it said nothing about cornflowers, but we'll have that anyway. And I thought I saw a butterfly. We'll grab that thing. And we'll grab this thing. And we'll... Uh-oh. They don't look friendly. But that's the salloweed we need right there. Alright. Oh, there's 2, okay. 2 salloweed, not 2 monsters, because that I could tell. Let's grab that. Search the peasant. What is he doing with one of those? Man, I'm glad he didn't think to use it. Alright, grab that maple. Maple. I know, it's not salloweed, but it's there, so we're having it. There's another batch over there. Let me just take out these guys. Not to dinner and dancing. It's nothing like that. I just don't like them. They're a menace. Alrighty. Grab that thing. How many do I need? 4. So there's number 3. There's another one over here, along with a friend. Let's pin them to a wall. Soul damage. Take the salloweed. Take the salloweed. There we go. Alright, let's head on back. Give the salloweed to Hendil. There we go. Hi, Hendil.
Ah, you're back. Good. Sorry, just trying to stay on my feet.
I've got some salloweed for you.
Wonderful. I'll have Amor make up another batch of aloe straight away. I hope it wasn't any trouble for you.
He knows. Some people were wandering the fields. They looked diseased and attacked me.
They did?
Uh-huh.
That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Hendil, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, my mind is drifting. Very tired. Some of the local farm workers must have been touched by the plague. I'll send Amor and some of the mercenaries to treat them. Thank you for telling me.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
Yes, actually. If you could pass out the aloe to some of the villagers, I'll be able to send Amor to treat those farmhands straight away. New patients popping up every day.
Who should I talk to?
Let's see. Have my list here. Nelulin, who should be out fixing the sheds about now. Yeril, no doubt hiding in his home. And Arnenway. She owns this farm, probably just outside the barn here. Those are the next victims on the list.
I'll pass out the aloe then.
I'll make the new batch right away, sir.
Make this batch extra potent, Amor.
It's ready, sir. I put an extra dose in. Here you go.
Let me just make sure I target the right thing. There it is. I know there's so much I could steal off this bench. I don't want to, and it's like, oh dear. Alrighty, let's find... That looks promising. And anyway,
Hey there.
Hendil had you on his list. Said to give you some salve.
I'm sick? Stars. I suppose it was only a matter of time. It is my barn, after all.
Here's the aloe.
Thank you. Here I thought my biggest problem was keeping the farm. Now I'm worried about catching the plague. The stars move, I suppose.
They do. All right, over this way. Who have we got? Hiding in his home. That's the Ariel. Hi.
What are you doing in my home? Don't you know who I am?
Ask me if I care. Hendil sent me. I have this salve.
It's about you've done what you came to do. Get out and don't dawdle. Bad enough I have to deal with these dirt farmers. Now I'm dealing with their diseases too?
Well, you can always leave. Excuse me. I know, he's annoyed me. Sigh. I think he's already been robbed blind for his attitude. Let's go. I know, that's not a deserving punishment, is it? Neither is a sword to the head, alright? Ooh, what's that? Let's have some mountain flower. Hey, Nalulan.
Sorry, help you? I've got a lot of work to do around here.
Hendil sent me. I have some salve for you.
Salve? What? Does that mean I've got the plague? Stars above. A mother won't be able to bear this.
I don't know. You were on his list.
Hendil's done so much for this town, all I can do is trust him. Wish this wasn't happening to me, though.
You mentioned your mother.
My mother, Velatos. She's at her home nearby, waiting for word about my brother. He's down in the cave, waiting for Hendil to come up with a cure. It'll be all right. Thank you.
Sorry to bear bad news.
I suppose I should be grateful I have the salve. Hendil's son succumbed so quickly. Stars damn this plague.
You mentioned your brother. What happened to him?
My brother, Ewalian, was one of the first to fall to the plague. Hendil was so kind, talking to Mother, explaining things. Ewell's been in quarantine for days now with no word. She's beside herself. Now, with me having to take the salve, damn it.
Yeah, damn it. What am I doing? Talk to Hendil? Sure. See, there's a mercenary working off his fear. Smart man.
conceal the exits.
What?
We must be cautious.
Hendil?
Everything's going to be fine. We're just very worried about the poor victims in the mine. Does everyone have their salve?
I spoke to all 3 of them. Are they ill?
In some cases, I'm taking a preventative stance. Hopefully that will stop the spread of the disease. The gods thank you. As do I.
You're welcome. Right. Looks like we leveled. Let's get that done. Woohoo! I know, right? I'm a bit excited. Crown fortifying meal. We could definitely do with that. And it looks like we unlocked Elden Hollow. Nice. Let's give ourselves some more magicka. Commit our points. What are we spending on? Let's have a look at our ratio. Make sure we've got all our wood elf skills up to date. All the ones we can have, I guess. Alright. What are we using in our weapons? I don't know. Let me have a quick look. Sword and restoration staff. I'm like, oh, whoa, what? Okay. So we can do both of those, sword and resto staff. Let's go into cave for skills. One hand and shield. So I've got ransack. Fortress. What's that do? Reduces the stamina cost of your one-handed shield abilities. Deadly bash. So I should probably be working on my stamina, really. Alright. What I might do then... So what have I got on my first bar? This is all... So bar 1 is my sword, right? And bar 2 is my staff. So I've got no sword and board skills going here. That's a single, that's a heal, that's a soul, that's a throw the javelin. What does ransack do? Oh, this taunts them. Alright, let's play with that. That looks like fun. Oh no, I'm not building a tank, but hey, I didn't know that was a taunt skill. Alright, and I suppose we do fortress. Yeah. And I do a lot of bashing with my shield, so there we go. Alrighty. I know I'm not quite sure what I'm building, so I guess it'll be a bit clearer. Let's just check and see what I've got running on my character. Writing skills, ESO plus mana and boon for the mage for maximum magicka. Now that's a good question. What do I have here? So, magicka, 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 stamina. Magicka, 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 magicka. We might want to put a few more stamp skills in just to balance that out. That was it, guys. On that note, I am going to leave you. If you've enjoyed the episode so far, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And it looks like we'll have another adventure in Phaer because we haven't unlocked it yet. We'll go speak to Velatos next episode. But on that note, I will leave you. Take care out there.